Welcome back. Well, today we're going to look at all the assemblies, and we're going to look for something in particular. What got me looking for this is, we're going to look at this Chris Rock looking guy here. He's starting it all off. But one of our commenters under the comments said that what triggers them on these assemblies is the words, "Please listen quietly." And it's like the speakers or the governing body is treating the rank and file like a bunch of children. Isn't that what you say to your children? Okay, class, please listen quietly. We're going to start the assembly. Like this is a bunch of children. That's what we're dealing with. And it's interesting, when people get out of Jehovah's Witness religion, their brains are like children. They have to get out and they have to learn to make decisions again without the governing body making decisions for them. When they go to the doctor, they have to make their own decision when it comes to blood transfusions. Do they want to die or do they want to live, kind of a thing? Like I told my doctor, I don't want a blood transfusion. I don't want them because of all the programming we've had as JWs. So I said to my doctor says, well, what if you're going to die? And I said, well, keep me living. And if it means you got to give me a blood transfusion to keep me living, well, then that's what you got to do. But keep me living. You see, I vote for life over death. I'm not going to die for the Watchtower's doctrine on blood. Because I know Jesus also voted for life over death. And he broke laws when it came to the Sabbath. If a animal or something got in the well, he said to the Pharisees, he says, well, who of you are not going to save your animal and break the law? So when it comes to life, Jesus voted for life over death. That's why he was always healing people. He was always feeding the poor and helping people. That's what Jesus did, help people physically. You see, Jesus' help was physical with real food, not just this so-called spiritual food. You see, Jehovah's Witnesses try to convince everyone that they're doing the same work that Jesus did because they're providing food, and they call it spiritual food. You see, Jesus took physical food, broke loaves, took fish, and fed thousands of people. He fed the poor. And in fact, in the book of James, it says that in the very first chapter, and I think right at the bottom in verse 1 and 29, it says, a religion that is approved to God is a religion that actually looks after people. Looks after people that are needing help, like orphans and widows. That's what religion was originally developed for. Okay, well, classrooms, let's pull this apart. I want to see how many times they say sit quietly. So here's the first one. Let's run through it.
Afternoon's music video presentation shows the joy that results from doing good to our neighbors, to our brothers and sisters, and to our family. Please watch and listen quietly to this heartwarming video.
Okay, so there's the first one. Okay, here's the next one. I guess this is a thing.
We now encourage you to watch and listen quietly to the music video presentation, which begins by showing how Jesus has been depicted in our publications and videos over the years. Please enjoy the video.
Okay, there's number 2. Okay, I'm going to include this next one. I think he's saying sit quietly, basically. Let's see what you think.
The School for Kingdom Evangelizers equips qualified pioneers to expand their ministry further. Could you attend this school? Before you answer, please give close attention to the following encouragement.
Yeah, like, what are we there for? Did we join this meeting did we come to this assembly just to daydream? Okay, let's carry on. Okay, well, now I do know this is a thing. Everyone out there, they are all a bunch of children. And, if they're not told to sit quietly, they're going to be visiting and talking to people while the program, all this music video's on. But they want you to sit quietly and to be programmed, to be brainwashed by their music videos. They're proud of them. Let's see what they say.
Now it's time for this afternoon's music video presentation. As you watch the video, reflect on the various ways in which Jehovah is glorified. Please listen quietly and enjoy the video.
Okay, so you watch quietly on how Watchtower is glorified. Remember, Jehovah equals Watchtower. So this is how Watchtower is glorified, through these music videos. So sit quietly, children, and listen. Okay, this next guy forgot his lines. He almost said it, but he forgot his lines. Here he is.
This morning's video presentation will now begin. As you watch, reflect on how the example of faithful ones can move us to give our best to Jehovah. Please listen and watch the video.
Please listen. And he almost said quietly. He didn't want to be like the other ones. He didn't want to say quietly.
This morning's video.
He watch the damn video. Please listen and watch the damn video. Forget about the word quiet. Watch it. I didn't realize these guys are so forceful on watching their darn videos. They're proud of them. Okay, well, this guy just wants your attention. He didn't tell anybody to listen quietly, but let's see what he says.
Send a warm welcome to all who accepted the invitation to attend this convention. All around us, the world grows more unstable. How can you be one who faces the future with confidence?
Yeah.
Please enjoy the heartening discourse entitled, Why We Don't Fear Bad News. This talk will be given by Brother Keith Caldwell, serving at Wallkill Bethel. Brother Caldwell, you have our attention.
There it is. Brother Caldwell, you have our attention. Okay, well, I'm going to do a separate video on this one. This is kind of their little talk thing. We'll cover that in another video. Let's move on, see if anybody else tells the audience to be quiet. Okay, so these are videos. I think they're playing these videos. They're all canned videos. They're playing them at all the assemblies. I believe so. And you notice how he says, welcome. You know, he's getting prepared for the applause, but there's no applause. They forgot to throw the applause in. So I'm going to throw the applause in. And let's see how he introduces the public talk Sunday afternoon.
Welcome one and all. Our afternoon session will now begin with the music video.
Okay, listen.
Welcome. Welcome one and all. Our afternoon session will now begin with the music video presentation. The video highlights the example Jesus set for us and his central role in bringing blessings to mankind. Please watch and listen quietly. And please enjoy the video.
Okay, so you guys can watch as long as you listen quietly. And then you can enjoy the video. It's all about the video. It's all about the video. It's all about the video. Okay, let's move on. A lot of quiet. Listen quietly, children. Okay, so this is the last talk of the day, Sunday. And they're going to thank everyone for... We ran this already about the donations. Every day they're talking about the donations. But you're going to notice that I'm going to run this through just his little introduction to show you how they make these videos. These are all pre-canned. And he's going to wait. And he's rolling his eyes a bit. I think he has to count to 5 or something. and he has to wait for an applaud for that long, maybe? I don't know. I'll throw the applaud in. Well, I'll play this through, and then we'll run it one more time just for fun. They didn't have a good applaud on their canned video. I'll throw the applaud in. But, yeah, they get into the money thing. And you notice, you see, back in the day when I was going to the assemblies, when they talked about money, it was about covering the cost of the assembly hall. And they'd actually say, it costs us X amount of dollars. It would always be like 15 or 20 or 30,000. I thought it was a lot of money. And then you'd figure out how many people were there. 15,000 people divided by $30,000. It's not bad. You start doing the math. You don't have to donate that much. Just got to cover the costs, right? No, not no more. You see, these conventions are rallies, and I said this in other videos. They're rallying people together to cover all their disaster relief work. That's what they're pitching it as. But they're really trying to cover all their legal bills. All over the world, this organization is falling apart. It's tumbling. They're losing charity status in countries. They're being examined in other countries, Germany and Zurich and Switzerland. They're all examining, Austria, this organization. Norway took the plunge. So now we have these university students examining this. It's paid by the Swiss bank to investigate this religion. Why? Well, we look at the shootings, in Germany just within this last year. An ex-member comes in and shoots up the congregation. Never before anything like that. So you want to bet they're going to be examined. They're going to be examined from all eyes, all levels, from the outside. And they know it. And they need the money. They need the money. They got to fight it. They're going back to Norway. They scheduled 9 days of trial. Last time they were there for 10 days, they lost $500,000. It's all donated money, folks. All money that has to come out of somewhere. Kingdom halls don't sell for much nowadays. They're going for as low as 75 grand. Maybe 375 for a good one. But they're going cheap, and they're selling kingdom halls off left and right. And that's the other side of the story. But let's listen in. We're getting off track here. Let's see what he pitches. The very last talk of the assembly.
Financial support. Thank you for your generous financial support of kingdom work. Your donations support theocratic construction projects, disaster relief, and conventions throughout the world. Those who wish to donate can use any of the contribution boxes. Those making a contribution by check should make the check payable to Christian Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses. If possible, however, please donate online at donate.jw.org. Please be seated.
They like donation. I had my thing silenced. He's pausing.
No doubt you have enjoyed our convention so far.
Now he pauses. Look at him. Pauses. Smiles. Looks around. Yeah, we got to give him a normal applause.
What key lessons will you want to remember in the days ahead? Please give your attention to Brother Jeffrey Winder, a member of the governing body, as he presents the talk. What did you learn?
What did you learn? We're going to go over that. We're going to make a separate video of that one. We
How
like Jeffrey
quickly
Winder.
the convention.
Okay, well, that's kind of all we're going to cover today. That took us right through there. It's 15 minutes of that stuff, of listening to these guys tell us to be quiet. Okay, children, be quiet. So thank you to Linda from Aposta Babe out there. She made that comment. She put that in there. And she said, this triggers me. It triggers me. I remember this all my life. Be quiet, sit quietly. We're adults, for crying out loud. But you see, the org treats everyone like children. And if you're like children, you start thinking like children, and you have to look to the org for all of your decisions in life. And that's why there's medical studies going on right now to help ExJWs get out and help them pursue a normal, healthy life. So you're not children, you're adults. You're more of an adult than the guy right in front of us, Jeffrey Winder. He's so programmed into the cult. He's a small child as well, but he figures he's a child leader. But Stephen Lett really leads these guys, Stephen and some of these older guys. And Jeffrey Winder's just one of his children as well. So we're going to cover more of this assembly. There's a lot to break out. It does trigger you. It triggered me yesterday watching this assembly. And I had to stand back. I actually got upset. My wife was concerned, and I said, yeah, it's like others are saying, these things trigger us. They trigger us because when we get out, we fix a lot of the wiring in our head. So when we go back in and we listen to this stuff coming at us, it's going against everything we fixed. And it can cause different things in different people. But it puts us back in the war zone, basically, because they're saying it's all about obedience. You're soldiers. This is how they're treating the rank and file, like soldiers. And so your PTSD kicks in, and there's a lot of problems from trying to listen to this stuff. So if you're out there and you've gotten yourself away from it, my recommendation is don't go back in. It could trigger you. Or you're going to allow your mind to get rewired back into it, because we were once there. So it's like being an alcoholic. And if you go to Alcoholics Anonymous, you go through all this work to rehabilitate yourself. Are you going to go back and go back to the liquor store, get a job in the liquor store, and then on your break sit in the washroom and drink a bottle of vodka? That's what alcoholics do. They like vodka. Are you going to do that? You see, that's what it would be like for an ExJW. We do all this work to get out. It takes years. And then we go back in just once, and we're almost getting our minds back into it, into that spiral. So we got to be careful. This is dangerous. Some of the people in the community have come online, and they said that it's demonic. They feel that it's demonic. That this is an angel of light. It presents itself as righteousness, as an angel of light, but behind it is demonic. Because Jesus, there's nowhere in the scriptures where Jesus called the star the devil. You see the star of the Magi? In this assembly, they called the star the devil. You see, wouldn't Satan want that? You see, the star is really Jesus, right? It's about Jesus. So, the Star of David. But they called it the devil. The devil would want that. You see, the devil didn't want Jesus to have any prominence. So, what do they have done? They've taken the truth. Jesus says, I am the way, I am the life, I am the truth. I am the truth, Jesus says. But this organization has taken the truth and made it their own. And now they're going to teach the world the truth about Jesus. You see, yesterday they taught us the truth about Jehovah. Jehovah's a muddy name today. So now they're going to take a run at this. We're going to teach you guys all the truth about Jesus. He wasn't born on December 25th. The star is evil. The big wide world out there is bad. And be quiet, little children. Sit down and listen. You see, that's what this organization is about, and that's how we have to digest it. We have to take this, chunk it up to these guys are a bunch of bullies trying to bully the people into believing their thing, following their ways. And they use bullying methods, and they rob you of all your money, and they'll take credit. They'll take credit. Okay, well, that's all I have for you today on the assembly, and we'll keep working at it, and we'll break this down piece by piece. Thanks for your comments, and we hope to hear more from you. Talk to you later. See you on the next video. And keep living your life with love. Bye for now.